So, hello guys, and welcome to sc2ro Romanian League Season 1 Finals. So after 2 months we finally got to the final brackets. The finals are going to be today and tomorrow, starting at 2 PM Central European time, this hour. My co-caster is going to be Drool. I'm not going to unmute him for now. He's waiting. And the brackets, you can find the brackets on the website and on the Team Liquid website and so on. I posted them all over around the web. We are going to have 3 streams, one English, this one, and this is the official one. One Romanian stream, which is done by Paintball, and one Russian stream, which is made by Hirelink from nOave. So near force fields, it's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, of course, since I'm the guy that has to do everything, players are still whispering me, what do we do now, even that I told them the other caster is asking me with his problems and so on. Well, basically, we are going to try to cover as many games as possible. If you are looking at the brackets, actually, let me show you the brackets soon. Yeah, I have to save the image. And why the hell the live bracket is not working? Oh, like this. So, the first game we are going to cast is going to be between Cr1stY and nOave. Cr1stY is actually a StarCraft 1 veteran here in Romania, and I think his best performance, I can say, should be the DreamHack in 2007, when he actually got 4th place after qualifying from Biok. If I remember correctly, it should be something like that. And the thing is that he didn't play in a lot of I mean, he's still playing, but he's playing Hon more. So he should be a bit rusty, but it still should be a very decent game. And nOave is actually a Dawn of War player, and you will be pretty amazed with his style of play. But anyway, after that we are going to cast Crusader with Death Angel and Dartorn with Cyclone, and I'm going to talk about each of them before the games, and after that probably we are going to see when the brackets updates. So let me actually do a screen region and add beautiful Drool on the screen. Let's see if I can do it and how I can do it. Yo, and there he is. There is some Skype blue stuff, but anyway. And let me now unmute him. Bam, hello man.
Hey, what's up?
Yo. Well, he is Drool, he's going to be my co-caster today. Yeah, finally. We are able to cast together again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go into the first game and we will talk about other stuff at the beginning of the game and so on. It seems that the Shattered Temple is the first map between Cr1stY and nOave, that's how I call it. Then we are going to see Crossfire and Test Bug. So hopefully it's going to run pretty smooth. Of course there are going to be pickups and so on.
Should be all good.
Yep, I think, yeah, only we two should be invited into this game. I think it's okay. It's like a lot of stuff. Zaquer is still not around. I told Nemoku that after that, if Zaquer is still not here, he's going to get a free win. And yes, Skype window is doing some stuff, so your webcam is not totally fully with overlays and stuff. Strange. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to invite the Russian streamer, but he joined. Okay, so let's see our first game. Of course, everything is going to be casted live.
Live, man.
Yeah, so
No
we
replay.
might get disconnects and
Yeah.
this is actually the
We'll probably have less lag than MLG, so that's good.
yeah. So I was talking about the players. Well, Cr1stY is still relying on his StarCraft 1 experience. You can see he's moving very fast and he's thinking about the game. I mean, he's the type of player that he's not reading replays and noting down. Yeah, music a bit low. He's not noting down build orders and stuff like that. He has the general feeling about the game and how to actually play it. And nOave is okay, now I'm done. nOave is actually a Dawn of War player, and I'm not sure. I know that Select used to play Dawn of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not actually. I played it a bit. I'm not so sure. It's more about map control than micro or anything like that. However,
I have no idea about Dawn of War, man.
well, the map is divided into sectors. So you have to control sectors in order to gain more income. So you have more incomes, more sectors, you get more income, and so on. So it's a pretty interesting concept. However, in StarCraft 1 we have been pretty amazed with him. For once, he's also the style of player that has a nice feeling for the game. He's not reading replays and so on, and he's having a incredible macro. You should see it. He's like in minute 10. Besides 3 expansions already, he has like more than 50 SCVs. So
yeah, that's great.
He's doing a good job, and I think you can remember the game with Cyclone where he nuked he nuked the ass of Cyclone. So he told me yesterday that he has a pretty good ZVT right now, so he should be pretty fine. Of course, the map is
looks like he's already opening with some pretty aggressive stuff from the supply depot placement. I think that's going to be a 2x, unless he decides to like play factory or something. And yeah, well, it's not going to be a 2x. He's getting gas now, so he might just plant the factory and go with a Hellion opening here.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular open. Okay, opening one marine, so he might not actually be that aggressive because he's building the orbital commander right now, and he doesn't rushing to build the second barracks. So I'm not actually sure what he's doing. He's kind of unpredictable. What I noticed that he didn't know that we can't spawn on close position, so he actually scouted that.
Oh yeah, so, not a big deal though.
Yeah.
Not too much of a deal. Cr1stY getting his hatch first and is going for the pool and the gas. Pretty standard opening here. And oh man, I haven't casted in so long. I hope I don't mess everything up.
Yeah, same here, but it's going to be fun. What's important is for us to have fun, then the viewers.
Yeah, there's the factory, so most likely Hellions. Actually, a lot of people have been complaining. He actually
loves Hellion, a lot of them. In a game, I think, he might actually be in a Terran versus Terran, he built like 20 Hellions, and that's all. He just destroyed everything. So, it was pretty fun.
It's a pretty good unit, man, and yeah, a lot of people, I think, if I'm not mistaken, have been complaining about them even, like, Hellions seem to be the new Imba unit, everyone plays them, and to great effect usually, so, yeah, I've seen MLG too, a lot of games have been decided by Hellions, so we'll see how it goes here.
Yeah, so you can see that already nOave is patrolling a marine, trying to get that incoming overlord or something like that. We can see that Cr1stY's overlord has been parked near the natural and the third base in the corner, and he's also getting some map control, getting the field with the 2 Zerlings. He will see the factory, and we saw that nOave already added the command center. So as I said, he's the type of player that likes to get his expansion. He sometimes gets ninja expansions and so on. So he's going to be a pretty macro player. I forgot actually I prepared some statistics with the average APM and game length, and nOave actually was the 3rd or something like that on the game length games in on average around 20 minutes per game.
Okay. And look at that, man! He's already planting an armory. Now that's intriguing. I was about to say, like, he's getting a second gas. He's gonna pretty early, so he's gonna tech to something. But a Barracks Factory armory build I have never seen before. So it's pretty much gonna be fast door, I assume. And that's kind of interesting. But he doesn't have a tech lab yet whatsoever. So is he gonna build that after that Hellion?
Yeah, let's see.
I'm kind of excited for that. Maybe he's just going for some upgrade or something. Like like that.
Armor upgrade.
Vehicle plating. Yeah. That's extremely uncommon. Is he?
Usually you get that versus Protoss, but not versus Zerg.
If at all, like I have never seen a vehicle plating first. That's going to be so interesting.
And we can see that back on Christy's base, we see that he has 2 spine crawlers, and yeah, this is pretty standard. Sometimes people say 2 spine crawlers, it's a bit extreme, but I find it safe. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
second factory coming up. So I think the idea behind this is that nOave says, okay, I'm gonna grab this vehicle plating, and since Christy is probably gonna defend my Hellions with mainly Zerglings who have a very high attack rate, they're just gonna be more sturdy against the Zergling defense, and maybe he can just run through and roast it on drones. That might be wrong though, but that's like what I would think about this upgrade here.
So if we check the harvester count, we see that nOave is already at 33 and has pretty decent at this minute, and Christy at 46. So he was allowed to drone so much, and that's okay. And he's already destroying the rocks to the gold expansion. You know how they say it. If you have army, never let it just stay there. Always do something. So
and I have to say, I'm a bit worried for nOave here though. He has committed a lot to this tech. He can get Thors now, which he is, but as you said, Christy had been droning freely. He's gone up to Infestors. The first Infestors will come out in a few seconds, and they will have the upgrade. And he also has 3 hatches already, so I think Christy's unit count will explode pretty soon. I'm not sure if nOave has a chance to come in and actually do some damage then.
And not to mention that when Christy will see the actual Thors, he will probably research the neural parasite, so that's going to be even interesting. However, I'm sure that nOave actually played with his build a lot. This is something that I really enjoy right now, because when we started the league, players were still kind of slacking, you know. Like some of them, we started the game and they were like, "Oh, it's the first time I'm playing on this map," and I was like, "Oh, come on, you know the maps. Why don't you train?" And right now, with 2 days before the finals, everyone was in a 1v1 game, quick match, and so on. So it was pretty funny. Even right now, I saw Christy who got online and actually played the 1v1 before the league started. So it's pretty nice to see that people are actually training over this.
It's awesome. It's a great league too, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
one changeling coming in here. He's gonna see 2 Thors gets killed, but if he could have clicked on the Thor, he would have seen the upgrade. But that's not something he would be looking for particularly. But still,
and he can't actually do anything about it. And you can see he immediately started the neural parasite. Yeah, so he's kind of okay, because Christy is also going to be on 1-1 for the Zerlings, of course. But the thing is that the Zerlings are not going to be so useful because of the Hellions. So I'm not sure how Christy is going to deal with this mech build. As you can see,
I mean, and as I said before, the Zerglings will be not that effective.
5 factories, lol. And armor plating level 2 on the way, so it's kind of a nice build to see something a bit non-standard. We've seen it before, but it's not like that fast armory I haven't seen in a long time, especially versus Zerg. But this is it seems that nOave is preparing for a push. And
he's very committed. I think to 2 bases. Chris gone up to his 5th hatchery, so sc2ro's economy is vastly superior. Although sc2ro only has 49 drones. Did he lose any? No, actually not.
No.
So
He didn't actually build it more because he built the roaches when he saw the when he saw the Thors. And if we check the army supply, we see that both players are about the same, even on the army, of course. On the harvesters, we see that nOave is ahead with 64 SCVs.
This is gonna be pretty close. He needs to get good neuroparasites here and good fungal on this.
Oh, nice fungals on the SCVs.
Oh my god, all of them are gonna die. None of them can repair even. And yeah, I think sc2ro has that pretty easy. With that fungal, there's nothing that nOave can do. And
neural parasite on 2 Thors.
There we go. And I think that's it, Pat. I don't see nOave doing anything here. He lost his whole army, he was very committed to this.
Yeah,
he still has a ton of SCVs, but
90 more roaches on the way for sc2ro. So this is actually what I told you. It's sc2ro has that general experience and knowing how to react. You know, even that he has like, I don't know, he has like 100 games in season 2 or something like that, playing more 3v3 or 4v4. So maybe that's why. I'm curious if the game is not yet done because we didn't have the GG yet, but on game 2 what nOave is going to prepare.
Yeah, if it's gonna and here he goes again.
Yeah, because
tons of roaches. Infestors don't have that much energy. I think one of them might have enough for a fungal, but it misses. Actually, missed a fungal right there. So yeah, 2 more fungals left here, but just too many roaches for nOave to overcome. And yeah, GG.
So an interesting first game. I'm not calling it a bad game. I enjoyed it. It was pretty straightforward. However, I'm not actually sure. Maybe nOave expected something else about sc2ro, and also it's pretty hard to actually scout sc2ro or analyze his play because he don't have so many games. Only the league games that he played. And now let me ask nOave about the map, because basically they will do a Cr1stY classic. It's a classic map for a Terran to pick on this matchup. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, and I mean that game, I would like to see this work, like, you know what I mean? I would like to see the strength of this build, but as it stood, nOave just relied on SCVs to repair, and fungal just completely shut that down. So I think he missed his timing or something like that. And he never really harassed, so sc2ro was pretty free to go.
Yeah, but I think it was more like he expected something and somehow going blindly in this. So that's why he might have mistaken it from the beginning. Hopefully in this game he's going to be on a bit better, because I kind of sold him a bit, and okay, so the Romanian stream is actually streaming right now days versus noise. In case some people want to check it, you can find the link on the website or on the Team Liquid thread. We are going to continue to game number 2, and yeah, I think players are ready and everyone is ready. I was still reading around what's happening. People were talking about some of the players that are not here or something. Okay. Yeah, they said they are ready.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So game number 2 for between sc2ro and nOave. It's going to be played on Cr1stY. No, not Cr1stY. Cr1stY. Yeah, Cr1stY. Oh, I hate that map.
It's a great map, man. I like it.
What do you think about Metalopolis being removed?
It's okay. It's still going to be played in tournaments. We're not gonna get rid of it completely. I think it's okay. I mean, well, they could have put out Backwater Gulch, but whatever. Looks like we have nOave spawning in the top right. It's Cr1stY, as you said, and Mr. sc2ro is gonna spawn in the bottom left. Are these guys actually on any teams, or are they playing for themselves?
No, nOave, not team. Cr1stY, he was in a team with me with a Romanian team that we started, but it didn't work out. We had a small pro house and so on, but I'm not going to talk about it. Cr1stY right now, he actually tried to talk with several teams in Europe. I'm not sure if I should say it or anything, but he was in the talks with TT, but he offered them something, but I'm not sure. He's kind of bored or something like that. He's like 24 and he wanted to get a job or something like that. Because he's playing StarCraft since he was like for 10 years. So he's kind of done with that pro stuff. He had like 4 teams already in StarCraft 1. So that's why he didn't actually go in any right now.
Yeah,
actually a lot of Romanian players are not in any teams. For once, well, the Romanian players in general, they are kind of always complaining about something. Like, oh, it's nice, I like the game, but it's not the future. And then it's not like, okay, I want to be good at this and I'm going to play and look for a team. It's always that something like, I'm a bit lazy.
Is that a Romanian problem?
Yeah, actually. So with this league, hopefully they got a bit more excited, and as I said, they started practicing a bit, and we knew each other right now better, and so on. So they have actually something to fight for, because it's pretty hard to motivate yourself when you have like Craft Cup and that's all, and some of the others other online cups. It's not like it's going to be great, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Same build for Cr1stY here, and I do think we're gonna see the same opening at least for nOave. I would be surprised if he did the armory thing again, especially on this map. I think, well, lots of Hellions are gonna be great. It's a very narrow map. Splash damage is always gonna be good, but I would definitely favor tanks on this map over Thors. There are a few great tank positions on this map, for example at the lower watchtower. If you see around there, I saw that at DreamHack, I think, with Jinro and Goody. If you secure some of these positions, it's almost impossible to take them from you with tanks, like if you have tanks there. So definitely look for nOave getting tanks here in the later on, because if he wouldn't, I think it would be incorrect, to be honest.
Yeah, so this is why people actually say this is a map that's not favoring Zerg, and I kind of agree with this. I mean, it's amazing that Cr1stY didn't eliminate it.
Yeah.
So that's why. Maybe he's just confident he can do a good job anyway. I've seen nOave play on this map, so he likes to take the gold expansion as a ninja expand. And you can see he opened the same, didn't add the second refinery yet.
Exactly, I don't think he's gonna do it either. I think he's gonna get some more Hellions out.
Oh,
and there's a starport.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense in my opinion. He's gonna be able to get up some medvacs for Hellion drops, general mobility play, and then from there on he can, when his second base gets established, he can then go for tanks and, you know, more medvacs. The standard tank movement, or maybe mech heavy tank Hellion, whatever he chooses to do.
Yeah, so you can see, if you watch the past months StarCraft TVZ, you always know about the bunker stuff, which is standard play right now. Bunker, 2 barracks and so on, put the early pressure on. And as you can see, Cr1stY got the classic spine crawler, but I'm guessing that nOave is not going to do that kind of pressure, so it's going to be pretty interesting to actually watch what will happen if you don't do that early pressure. And you can see Cr1stY already got 6 drones on the way, with 32 right now and 4 more on the way, so he's going to sit comfortably at 36 drones. So he added the Roach Warren, a second spy crawler just to be safe. And
look at nOave going for Banshees, and Cr1stY actually scouted it with his Overlord, so I think it's interesting that he's going for a Roach Warren here. I think he just wants to make sure that the front is kind of blocked.
Yeah.
And then he does get an evolution chamber, so we will see spore crawlers, one each base or something. I just hope for Cr1stY, that's one concern I have, that he's not starting to over defend, because usually, like against Hellions, you go either Ling and Spines or just Roaches. And he's like doing everything at once, Spines, Roaches. And now he also has to get Spore Crawlers against the Banshee. So, and actually 2 more starboards coming up. nOave, I think, will always refuse standard play. What do you think that's gonna be? Like Mass Banshee?
Or Mass Vikings.
Maybe.
I've actually seen. I'm not sure if he's doing the same thing or just a refined of the same thing. But it's like last year, Spook, a Romanian player who actually also got bored and started playing poker. It's like a classic thing the StarCraft players do: play poker and make some money. He had a build where he got a fast expansion and he only builded Vikings, if you can believe it. Of course, at that time Infestor was was not so powerful, so with only Vikings, for once you can kill all Zerg Overlord, you can land them, you can constantly harass him. So we can see that he's building 2 Vikings more right now, besides the one that he already has. So I'm curious what he going to do. Mass Banshee is going to be pretty risky to do because of the Mutalist, of course. You can just easily neglect them. Of course, Vikings are also not really that great versus Mutas, but if you can get a decent number of Vikings, they are still going to do a good job. And Raven with Seeker Missile.
Oh no way, man! nOave, that guy is awesome. That's gonna be so cool to see.
Yeah,
he's getting his 3rd right now as well, and so is cr1stY. So this is gonna be an extremely interesting game.
Yeah. So even that nOave loses this game, it's still pretty fun to watch him because he's not losing to some standard boring play. And look, he's even searching with the Vikings some overlords. He's going to neglect any scouting, and of course this Raven with Seeker Missile is not something unique that he's, like, oh, this is the first time we saw this. It happened before, but it's...
cr1stY is gonna get in the main though.
Oh.
And he's gonna scout all the tech labs now. A Raven is not exactly the thing he would expect here, so...
he might actually guess it's a Banshee, Mass Banshee play, and he might actually feel pretty confident with Mass Mutas.
Yeah.
So it's still risky for cr1stY. 11 Mutas plus 1 on the way, 2 Ravens for nOave, and a Planetary Fortress on the 3rd base. So as a counter, even if cr1stY will build a Hydralisk, it's still going to be pretty strange to deal because Hydralisk and Seeker Missile, it's kind of dead for the Hydralisk. Of course, it's going to be pretty hard to actually get the Seeker Missile into the Hydra's range,
And a very important thing, nOave is forgetting to put guys back on gas after the Ling harass, and now he's missing out on a ton of gas. He hasn't been mining gas for over a minute now in the main, and that's a huge game-breaking mistake, I think, because he relies on these Ravens, these gas units, and here come the Mutas. Seeker Missile is finished, but the Raven doesn't have the energy yet.
Yeah, almost the energy for the first Raven. This is why some people don't actually a lot of people don't use Seeker Missile. It's very, very expensive. But look with the amount of Vikings that nOave has, cr1stY is forced to retreat with the Mutas.
Yeah.
So this is actually pretty
a Seeker Missile is ready. This is gonna be so sick. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of easy to dodge a Seeker Missile. Like if you pay attention, Mutas are much faster. But they will always keep the Mutas away. Like you can manipulate where the Mutas go, and that's I think a great thing.
Look, he's researching durable materials. This is actually the auto torrent, the even point defense drone, Seeker Missile, and auto torrents extend time duration. So it's going to be, oh man, Mass Banshee. And look, check how many SCVs nOave has right now in minute 14.
Yeah, pretty sick. 75. That's full saturation for the whole game. He doesn't need any more SCVs. Here come the Mutas to the 3rd, but almost 4 turrets. No, 4 already, almost 5. And I think the Mutas can't do much here. If nOave repairs in time, that's going to be even better. And now nOave is going to move out here. He has 3 Ravens, a ton of Vikings. And
the
yeah, the mutas
fusion
are not
core.
going to kill this army.
He added the fusion core and the Terran building armor.
And look at that, the
Oh, yeah,
fourth,
no.
fifth, and sixth command center on the way. This guy is ridiculous, man. Look at that. He has one in the main, one in the natural, and one in the third.
Yeah,
He's going to expand everywhere.
He actually loves building command centers.
And there's the building armor too. Yeah, he's gonna just. Is he just gonna make them planetary fortresses? Maybe at the third.
No, he might actually just go with. Yeah, maybe at the. I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither. But we'll see.
With that Terran building armor, he's researching that because of the auto turrets. Auto turrets will gain that armor, so an auto turret is going to have like 3 armor or something like that.
Yeah,
so it's going to be pretty sick for a Zealot to actually kill it. So it's kind of an interesting play.
Let's actually have a look at sc2ro for a second here, because nOave is such a flashy player here. We haven't looked at him. He has a ton of roaches, which is good. I mean, nOave doesn't have a high DPS unit composition against ground, so the roaches will be extremely strong. He does have burrow and tunneling claws,
and he might actually be a killer for nOave. Those roaches, sc2ro has a lot of them. But with the battle cruisers, this is a crucial timing right now if sc2ro attacks right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he needs,
Burrow. He also has Burrow.
Air to ground BTS, he needs Banshees or BCs. The first BC is about to finish. And yeah, Burrow's not gonna help sc2ro much with the Ravens around. But yeah, Infestors are gonna be out passaging the Lances on the way, Hive on the way now. The only thing that's not that good for sc2ro is his economy. He's like at 67 drones, which isn't enough. nOave is at 91, which definitely is too much. And he's just building mass overall. He's gonna have to sack SCVs pretty soon.
Yeah, so
because
I think with the Raven, he added 2 more Ravens right now, because he only had 3. The whole time he was building Vikings besides those 3 Ravens. So I was kind of thinking, he's now switching to Banshee and Battle Cruisers. Yeah, so he used the first 3 Banshees in order to defend for the mutas and keep sc2ro away while he builds the Battle Cruisers.
Yep.
So this is kind of an interesting play, but with so many roaches. Look, sc2ro is maxed out right now with only a few mutas and roaches.
And because sc2ro's harvester count is so low, his actual army is much bigger, so that's pretty good. Yeah, and this is I think this next engagement is not probably not gonna end the game, although sc2ro has a huge amount of production here, and I think we're gonna see something here. Where's sc2ro gonna go? And not a large army for nOave whatsoever.
And the fighting is starting. We should see some secret missile bam on the Corruptors.
Yeah, oh look how much damage they did to the roaches. Is there another secret missile? Not yet. But the roaches are, oh my god, so many roaches.
The Burrow is actually useless right now, because he has the Ravens.
But the Vikings need to land. They can't just fly around here. nOave has invested so much into these Vikings. But I mean, nOave, he's okay. The roaches are gonna die eventually, and I mean, nOave does have 9 command centers, so he can mule indefinitely. He just needs to pull a ton of SCVs with his army to sack them and to help repair, and then reinforce with a ton of Banshees and BCs, and this game will definitely go on much further.
Yeah, and I saw sc2ro building some more Corruptors and Infestors, switching to Infestors. It might actually be a pretty good thing, basically, because he can just one-shot, well, not one-shot, but with 1 fungal and then 1 fungal again, he can easily kill the Vikings, especially since they clump up. Look at how nOave's army is just sitting over there. So it should be pretty interesting. More command centers.
Yeah, he needs to start sacking SCVs. It's getting kind of painful. He has so much money, and he all the bases are so
much money and no
oversaturated.
gas. That's the problem.
Yeah. And he just needs to sack SCVs to get them to repair and free up supply so he can build a larger army. And Lings are running by. What are they gonna go for?
Yeah,
probably the Starforts.
It's not bad, but 2 battle cruisers are just popping out, and he's not attacking.
They run past though.
Yeah, it's pretty nice
But
that they made the battlecruiser more faster, because you can actually see them in action.
yeah,
So
exactly.
nOave has
So he's gonna get
a lot of minerals, a lot of them, 7,050, 500.
yeah.
So-
He can probably just make like 10 barracks and start making marauders or something, marines probably, if he wants to. But yeah, he doesn't have supply.
You will-
It's kind of painful.
He can prepare with the actual buildings because he has the minerals. However, yeah, he's finally starting to get Terran ship weapons level 1. That's what I wanted to say. He has no upgrades, so this is kind of an interesting play. But he has SCVs with the main army, which he's
Finally.
probably going. Yeah, but he's going to
Yeah,
go to the
look.
investors again.
Look at the top left. Top SUV is now coming out. That's what I wanted to see.
Whoa.
And
We can say bit by bit, but it's like minute 22, so it's not a real bit by bit.
And Lynx just wrecked the gold. Not a big deal. Like there are enough SCVs
Yeah,
for
he
Nova
almost
to.
mined out the gold anyway.
Yeah, right. He just needs to make sure he gets guys back on gas. He's so gas starved. Christy, I'm not sure what he's doing here. His upgrades. He does have
+3
+2. He's
on the
going
way.
for +3 air. Yeah, that's very good. Very good. And
And it's actually going to help a lot. However, with the Seeker missile, he still has the Raven. How many Ravens does he have? 4. So 4
look.
Seeker missile.
And Nav is spamming turrets. That's so great. That's extremely good. Look at that. Look at that. So many turrets. Turrets DPS is ridiculous. And yeah. Look at what he's doing. He's just spamming them everywhere. That's so great, man. I love that.
I'm not actually sure. You know, we usually go to predict stuff, and you know, so we can feel smart. But there is nothing to predict right here. I personally have never seen an army composition like this, with battlecruiser Vikings and Ravens and Banshees and so
But
many command centers.
One thing. Look at the money of Christy. Then look at Noava's money. Christy. He does not have a lot of money. Nova's not mining that much either, but he's getting his next base now.
So after this first fight, it's going to be pretty hurtful for Christy.
Yeah.
Because he has some larvae around, but nothing too impressive. And
He can't rebuild a whole army like he wants to. And I don't know why that is. Maybe he lost too much in the process here. He's now getting his own gold after 3, but I mean, it's pretty late, and he's going to be down to the bottom right, the left, and well, if he establishes the gold, he will be pretty good to go. That's for sure.
yeah, of course. And of course, nOave is also mining from the right base, right above Christie's gold. And I really don't know what to say about what will happen. nOave right now 74 SCV, so he killed some of them.
Yeah, he lost a few at the gold.
Well, also a thing is that nOave right now, he has those miners, and that's about it. And let's see some action actually.
Oh,
might be so-
on the corruptors! Holy
Yeah,
shit!
a lot of them are
Look
on
at
red
the
right now.
parasite. Oh no!
He never parasite a lot of the armies, but as you can see, infestors still explode
Look at
pretty
me, no?
easily.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, so it seems that nOave actually won this fight.
Yes, he did.
114 army for nOave and 44 for Christy, and Christy right now is building just 17 more corruptors.
Yeah, he's not gonna win this. There's actually no way. The Hunter Seeker were huge on the Corruptor, and note that nOave didn't even use his turrets. If he had used those, if he had picked a fight above the turrets, would have been much more one-sided.
Yeah,
And
Alex-
actually,
Alex-
much anti-air. Or no?
Alex BJJ said on chat that Christy just pressed VVV but didn't know what, because it was kind of hard to actually target the battlecruiser or something. He just needed to mind control something.
But look, man,
So
he
let's
doesn't
see.
have Vikings right now. The Corruptors are actually gonna win this engagement, I think. Or are they? Nah, maybe the
Oh,
the
that's a good
BC DPS is too high. GG, man. That was a great game.
Yeah, so kind of a strange thing. Okay, the third map is test bug, so it's even more interesting. Well, hopefully the other players are doing fine. So a few of them are in a game, and some of them are just waiting. I will just update the scoring, the results after this, because I don't want to get actually into it right now, because I'm feeling in the zone with this game. And let me invite you.
Oh yeah, sorry. I can just join. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man, sc2ro delivering the games, yo.
Yeah, so the third game is going to be played on Test Bug, a pretty popular map on the tournament. I kind of enjoy it, nothing special. What I liked about it is that it's 3 players map and it looks interesting, but besides that, I'm not actually, I don't have a strong opinion, hate it or love it.
Yeah, we have Christy in the top left in the grassy area, and in the machine metal-ish area we have nOave in the 6 o'clock. The map is cool, as you said. Actually, I've read an interview a while ago with the Korean map makers like Jackie Prime and all those guys. And to current standards, it's actually not that balanced anymore. Zerg is probably too strong on the map because it's a relatively far rush distance, like Zalnaga, but it's so open. There are hardly any space restrictions, so Zerg has a pretty free, like a heyday swarming and you know, just surrounding stuff. But people still use it. It's still an okay map, definitely better than many others. And yeah, I'm really looking forward, to be honest, to what nOave is gonna do. Yeah. You know, pull out of his hat in this game.
About the maps, I can agree that some of the Blizzard maps, like Slag Pit, Slag Pit was like, what the hell is that map? You know, but it's actually pretty important on how you balance map. And on the ladder, I like what Blizzard is doing with the 3 rush maps, 3 middle maps, and 3 late game maps. And not, I've seen some tournaments and the map pools were always like Terminus Re, Cr1stY, and a lot of 4-player maps, everyone big. And in some situations, they sometimes favor the Zerg. Sometimes it's not true, of course, but as you can see, lately the Zerg is doing pretty fine. Even on GSL, I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah. So this is why I choose those maps. I choose some Test Bug and Fortress as maps, and I also added dual site and some QV2 maps and added some large maps, because I wanted to have them like a balance and not everything big, because it will be more entertaining. Especially since, well, I'm not trying to sell the players or make them bad. Some of the players in the league are not really that great. Like, some people really have high standards right now, and they are expecting always to see Nerkio and Moro and players like that. So if I added Cr1stY or Terminus Re, probably we would have had more slower games. So I'm pretty happy with the maps I choose. We also have a cool custom map that was made by one of our guys, Codman. It's called sc2ro Cataclysm, and maybe we are going to see a game on it. Hopefully the players are not going to vote it out, because it's a pretty interesting map.
Yeah, I actually don't know it, so I'm definitely looking forward to see it. Looks like pretty much the same opening for nOave, just with a wall. So we're gonna see the command center right now, pretty much, yeah. And
and he's building it directly onto the spot. So.
And that's smart. It saves him some time. He's gonna wall off now with another depot. Not the strongest wall. It can be busted down.
You can't actually. As you can see, he probably placed that supply depot over there in order to protect the tech lab, of course. But even like that, it's not going to be a full wall. And this is one of the stuff that sc2ro complained about it. I mean, some months ago. Maybe he likes the map now. I'm not sure. But when I casted Cr1stY King of the Month and Cr1stY in general, I was talking with him about the map, and he said that he doesn't like it, and because of the building placement, you can't wall with the buildings. So
really?
Maybe this was something he talked about or something like that. I'm not actually sure exactly.
Okay. Well, yeah, that might be true. And we see Cr1stY going for roaches again. He does place the roach one in a nice position, so he has a little wall there against Hellions. Cr1stY seems to be someone who likes to play a very unit-heavy Zerg. That's a bit of a trend that like people like sc2ro initiated, and I just feel like it always leaves him with a lackluster economy in the end. So I hope he overcomes this and manages to get up to a full saturation sooner this game. 2 Hellions now need to get away.
Yeah,
and lots of roaches
look at
already.
nOave, already getting the armory. Is he doing the same stuff again with
I think so.
With the Thors? Huh.
Yeah, it's gotta be faster Thor this time. Last time he got the Thor much later. Look at that, now the tech lab will match the armory timing, and he can get a Thor out faster, and that will give him a much stronger timing, so he isn't left with only Hellions for so long. But this is gotta be a strong attack.
Yeah, actually a lot of... he even got the mule to repair.
Yeah, he's gotta save it. Nope, too much DPS here, so the depot will go down. A few speedlings, I think, coming from the back. They can run past, but yeah, he doesn't want to.
He can't actually get the Thor out.
And he loses the tech lab. This is very bad for nOave. This is extremely bad. He didn't get tanks. He relied on fast Thor, and now he does not have any tech. He does not have any tech labs. He can only build Hellions, and the roaches are coming in again. There's speedlings coming in too, and I think Cr1stY will break through.
Yeah.
He'll do a ton of damage here.
Yeah, so this is what I told you about Cr1stY. He can just read the game and have that general feeling about it.
There we go.
And there we have
GG.
Cr1stY won. He's going to go to continue to the brackets, and let me actually talk to the players so I can update the brackets. Hopefully they send me the replays. Let me open my email. So I'm going to tell the next game should be between Crusader and he's over here. Let me add him to the main chat.
You should add me to this chat.
I think I invited you once.
My StarCraft is being stupid too.
I saw you do it during the game. You were coming online during the cast. Maybe it's better that he's doing this same stuff.
It's either BNet or my internet. It's a bit bad. But anyways, let me relog. Sometimes my internet does stupid stuff, but actually it shouldn't do it. It's like achievement service being restored all the time. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it should be good now. So can you add me to the chat?
Yeah, I added you. See if you have it in the list, or let me invite you again. There it is. Okay, so let me check. So this is after a game. We are just going to have a small downtime until I update everything.
Okay.
And let me actually check the Romanian stream, because they are actually playing the third game days with Noise. So this is a bit intriguing. Noise is known as a pretty good Terran. Like some people actually told. Yeah, you actually casted it once, and I was also in that game. He had that ghost build. And
he played against Orc that game. On sc2ro. Yeah, Noise is pretty good. From Team NRS, where the US guys were on as
No,
well,
it's
right?
actually it's a Romanian team, but they also got some US guys like Rage.
Yeah, that's what I just said, dude. Okay. So my thing is still stupid, and I haven't got a chat invite, but that's okay. I don't really care. I'm gonna see when the game comes up. I will join.
Yeah. So after each game, we are going to have like a small downtime.
Yeah. Guys, hope you enjoyed the game so far. I'm pretty happy to be here. It's gonna be great games. Those 3 games, man, were already worth it. nOave is a crazy guy, and he makes good games. But my BNet is being so weird.
Okay. So let me check finally some games. nOave is going to go to the losers bracket, but I actually want to check if Generalo played with Night End. I saw that he's here, and yeah, he kind of lost 2-0 with to Night End, and some very quick games also. So Generalo is also going. Okay, I'm starting the challenge, the brackets.
So Night End advances. Death Angel and Crusader are playing right now.
Yeah, they are vetoing right now. So we are going to see Death Angel, guys.
Yeah, then we're gonna do Death Angel versus Crusader, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna see whoever of those.
Cyclone, and Darton. It's a ZVZ, so it's going to be fast. Then we are going to just move to rounds 2.
Okay.
And Night End, because I checked his matches, and let me see what Serian. I know you are on chat. What is your score with Alex BJJ?
I want to see Night End, man. It's very important.
In round 2, you know if Death Angel wins the match with Crusader, we are going to see Night End and Death Angel on round 2. Yep. So it's like a final.
It kind of is. Okay. Oh, my BNet. It's very bad.
Serian and Alex BJ told me they're going to play Zakwer with Nemukud. Did Zakwer came? Actually, it's going to be a pretty good time because they are vetoing right now, and while they wait, we don't wait and I actually do my job. And I can't actually believe the luck that Nemukud is having. Nemukud is a friend of guys from me. It was in the team with me, and well, he has a job. It's pretty hard for him to train his Master League Protoss, and oh, okay, Zakwer, I see you. You're away. If you are on the stream, come chat. Because well, yeah, what am I doing? Nemukud, he finished on the 6th place of the, which is normally not you don't qualify from the 6th place of the group. Because Fishlips had to retreat, his sister is getting married right now. I moved the qualifiers down, so he got to the playoffs. Besides that, his playoffs opponent Manimal, a Terran player, didn't came because he's away on vacation. So Nemukud on the 6th place, he got directly to the brackets, and right now we kind of didn't knew where Zakwer was, and I almost gave Nemukud a free win, but I see that Zakwer is online right now, and
you should really get yourself some admins that do the shit work for you. It's very hard to do casting and the other stuff at the same time.
Yeah, so hopefully the Death Angel and Crusader, yeah, they vetoed already. Let me check. Backwater, Meta, Xenaga Fortress.
Nice.
Okay, Death Angel is be right back 1 minute. Backwater is the first map. Okay, going to create the map and invite Crusader and Death Angel and the Russian streamer, and where are you, Scooby Dooby Doo, or join of me, because I'm not seeing again.
Doing it.
So we're just going to start. Okay, so hopefully they are going to be ready. I'm just